more videos.
Welcome back, everybody. Drake Hawkins with you again. We're back playing some more Dwarf Fortress in Kashandramal, and we're about 77 elevation high because there's floating arrows. There's bolts floating up in the sky, which means somebody's lobbing arrows from afar. We're trying to hunt down. There we go. We can start to see him way down at 58. 19 levels lower. There's a fly who is injured. Let's see if they can take him out here. We watch the arrows. Oh my, that's very fast. He's really cruising. Oh, he's cruising all right. Right to the ground and dead. Nicely done, guys. All right, so that is the end of that creature. We have a few things on the agenda today. The two big ones are getting some work done on the nobles' rooms and aggressively tending to these moods. I'm going to test the mood questions on the 18 of them that are in the not super bad situation. I don't know if there's any saving these guys who are in the disastrous end game here, but we got to try to find some solutions for some of the people. And I have an idea that might work. We'll see. I don't really know. So what we're going to be doing is focusing on the moods of those few people that can be helped and for the time being. But let's look at other creatures. What do we got going on here? We got agitated ravens, bug bats. Those guys are in the basement. Okay. Cave spiders, bug bats. Not great. But this is the basement, the really big basement. The deep basement. I wonder. Yeah, none of this is harvestable, huh? Maybe. Let's go ahead and get a harvest done there. Whatever is harvestable can be harvested down there. Okay, and then as we come back up, we come through here, and I'd like to actually build a gate down here. There's just a few odds and ends we need to tend to before we can go on to the crazy stuff that's going to take the rest of the day. That in there, and we will use basalt blocks for that. And then, of course, we're going to come driving back right up here. And this is the bridge to Second Cavern. This is the upper bridge to C2. Good, and we go up to the lever room. Zoomity zoom. Up we go. Oh yes, that's right. I forgot about this. Let's go ahead and throw in those. We do need to deal with the nobles thing, so we might as well start by giving them some. Oops, didn't mean to click that. Might as well start by giving them some good tombs. What do we got for really nice? There we go. Excellent. Some masterpiece granite doors will be just fine. You can go ahead and smooth those three out. Is there anything still not smoothed there? No, the rest of it's smooth. Good. Okay, and then continuing up, we're in here. This is the second grave tomb aisle here. This is rough that we have to have two of these. This is the most tombs I think I've had in a fortress, which may be saying something good, but also maybe saying something bad. I think it's a good thing that I'm not regularly having this many tombs, but also it's a bad thing that we have that many right now. So let's see if we've made some more. We have. Good. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Don't do that. Cancel that. Cancel that. That one can go in. Just the one. Right there. And then the rest need smoothing. So let's do that. Get it all smoothed out. And, that. Lovely. And here. Here. And doors, if we have them, please. Any doors? No, not any doors will do. We're going with specifically granite doors. Any granite doors will do, but there we go. Now that'll all be smoothed, right? Good. So that job's taken care of. Now we're over here with the mayor's and the, well, this is the mayor's office and this stuff, and this is the now baron's stuff. And then we've got these two areas. So we've got a lot of smoothing laborers, which is fine. Tons and tons of stuff to be going on there. So what I'm going to do is come back for this dig after they're done the smooth. And then the next thing to look at is the moods. Now, we had this, we'll call it the splash pond. And the splash pool here is definitely getting some unplanned activities. They're just hanging out in there. I don't know if it's like they really love it, but Kib here. Let's see, Kib. Kib has content being near a waterfall. Pleasure having intellectual discussion with an acquaintance. Content after being eating a wonderful dish. Like, this is a person that should be doing pretty good. Kib Guzum. Now, if we look at Kib's name here, look Kib up in the whole big list. Kib is in a positive mood. This creature is pleased right now. So, obviously, those things help. But now, what's going to happen is we've got an issue where our people are super cranky pants because we don't have any way to make them happier. Let's go here and find the... Oh, there's a captain of the guard vacancy. Really? Okay, so we don't have a captain of the guard. We could put a captain of the guard. We need a leader or a tactician, or both. Oh. Kulin. Sorry, Kumil, is that you here? No, that's Kib. Let's see where Kulin is. Where are you? There you go. Captain of the Guard. You're in a adequate mood. So as the Captain of the Guard, I'm going to get you training, and you have some... you're a legendary carpenter, and a novice surgeon, and dabbling at some other stuff with no military skills, but he's a natural-born leader. So, you know, that's all right. We could put him in a squad and get them training. So I'm going to redesign the risk bastions entirely, and we're gonna sort these out. So in here, when we click this, all we get is this weird list of things. And so actually, that's not quite how I want to do this. Hold on. Ushat. What is your, aside from your rather disappointing name, unfortunate name, Ushat. Ushat. There you are, militia commander. He's in a all right mood. Okay. No, he's a little unhappy. That's perfect. Okay. Ushat Logamarith. We're going to get his group set up with very specific people. So what I can do is I can go in here and I can try to select different folks, but I don't get any information about them right here. What we're going to do is we're going to do the very strange switch to activating a the mod, or not a mod, it's an app. It's a dwarf therapist. Those of you who have seen the game probably know about it. We're going to see about getting, there it is, dwarf therapist on the screen. So this is basically DF for nerds, or good managers, which arguably tend to be the same thing. What I've got here is the ability to sort everybody by various different things. This drop down here is going to tell me that I can adjust. I'm not going to go over everything, but I can look at the happiness meters here and see who's in what happiness states. You know, happy, quite content. We have 11 who are ecstatic. We have 11 happy, 30 quite content, 27 fine, then we have 18 unhappy, 11 very unhappy, and 31 miserable people. So if we look at our miserable people, what is that symbol? Utterly harrowed by the nightmares of their tragic life. So that's bad. Very bad. The barricade loot. What is this? Why do you have a strange title? Melbil Mubanaleth. The barricaded loot of blinding. Who the heck are you? And what's going on? Melville. All right, let's go back to the here and look at Melville. So we can look at them actually in here, and we can look at them in the therapist. Yeah, why do you have a funky name? Why do you have this huge name? 5 notable kills, that's why. You Utis the Umbral Forgotten Beast, a named Rodent Man, Moses the Goblin, another named Rodent Man, and a named Rodent Woman, plus 28 other kills. I mean, it's been a rough life indeed. So we look at their thoughts, and euphoric during inebriation, blah, 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 empathy, remembering, discussing. There's a lot of, like, not negative things going on in their recent thoughts, but their memories are full of terrible things. Being rescued, that's good. Blissful, uneasy, dwelling upon experiencing trauma. Became more cautious, so that trauma really affected him deeply. Wonder, remembering communing with the Sable Diamond. Okay, empathy, remember. So that's not bad. She's got mostly good, pleasant memories. Dwelling upon experiencing trauma. Learned to disdain power. So he's upset and he's blaming others. So this up here, the psychology of this game is amazing. Experienced trauma, he became more cautious. And then it's like, you know, retracting from trust in others and whatnot, and trust in himself, and then started to feel like 2 years later was already, you know, learning to disdain power, blaming it on everybody else. Being haunted by the dead frightened them, and now they're reliving it. Oh boy, so life has gotten a little bit more rough, but the big thing here is overview here, be with family, needs to wander, be creative, acquire objects, admire art, be with friends. So these type of things are not happening because this person ever, right, almost ever, because we've had them on 5 solid years of hard labor and defense and military and all the rest. So what we're going to do is semi-retire our 31 severely angry folks. So I want those 31 out of our squadron. So to do that effectively, I'm going to go over here to Dwarf Therapist. And the 31 of the very miserable here are going to be removed from any squadrons they have. So I can select that. Oh, I can select. Can I select all of them and do it at once? Maybe. I might be able to select them all and remove from squads. Boom. It is advisable to open military screen in Dwarf Therapist after making any changes to the squad leaders. Okay, thank you. Now I need to go up here and I need to say apply those changes. Now, so long as that doesn't crash my game, I'm going to go back into the game here, and it should have, yeah, it just purged them. So there are only 3 of the 9. So 6 members of the Risk Bastion were in extreme conditions. All but 2 of the Anvil of Taming were in extreme conditions. Bolts of Taming have 3 members left. Breach Shield have 3 members left. No leaders. So what I need to do is have probably add a leader to this one. Let's find somebody who is in a positive mood and has some military skill. So on the therapist, we're going to go for somebody who's up here with some military skills. So we've still sorted them by mood, and I want somebody who's ecstatic and has a little bit of skill in military. Is there anybody like that? There is. Moses Okenbomruk. He's one of our originals. Hello. Moses is one of our master miners. So add him to the risk bastions. Actually, I don't want Moses Bomruk can come from here, and we're going to go back, and we're going to go into the risk oh, he doesn't need to be in the risk bastions. He can be in the breach shield. Leader. Moses Okerbomruk. I think that's him. Adequate axe dwarf. Good. Now, everybody that's in these militaries are going to have all their other labors shut off. That's fine. And I think what we're going to do is actually go through and release everybody else but the squad leaders. So this is going to be a massive, massive overhaul of everything we do, which means our military is going to be way, way weaker. And we've got to remember that. We're going to have to play much, much more defensively. Going to remove everybody from here. And let's see about who is Ushat actually a good choice here? I think Ushat is not in a great mood. Anybody else that's got some military skills? We got a fighter / striker, an axe dwarf. Volbach, is that our cook? The legendary grower. Yeah, you can't do it, buddy. Sorry. Melbil. Laltordishmab. Melbil Laltordishmab is going to be... You're a doctor right now. Expert musician and singer, proficient wound dresser, competent string instrumentalist, competent fighter, competent persuader, competent suturer, dancer, stone cutter. This is a very big overhaul, but I think one of these guys needs to go into thicket. Oh. That's our legendary metal crafter, so we don't want him there. So Melville is one of our doctors. Top 3 roles are wound dresser, suture, and chief medical dwarf. So Melville might have to, maybe he has to sit that out. I don't want to put our chief medical dwarf in there. How about Medtob? Okay, you have some axe dwarf skills. You do have a couple kills, so you got some experience. Why is this not working? Come on. Give me the pop-ups. There we go. Celeb is a highly disciplined, I believe, Marks Dwarf. Yes? Yes, you're the Master Marks Dwarf. And you are also a Marks Dwarf. So Zugler and Celor are going to be the leaders of those groups, and then we'll put Celor and Zugler. So we'll put Melville Laltordishmab into the lead of Risk Bastion. Hold on. So I need to go here and make him the militia commander. Melbur Latordishmab. Doctor turned militia commander. Alright, and then you're going to switch out, please. Come on. There we go. Switched up. Good. And you're out. Okay. And then it's full military overhaul. We're like, what's his name? The Roman dude that changed the entire Roman legion system. Cyril is leading the bolts of taming, and so we're going to get the anvil to be led by Zugler. Zugler. Where are you at, Zug? Zug. Zugler. All right. Excellent. Okay. So Zugler's there. And we'll, again, purge all of the groups. And we will find the right people for these positions by looking through the squad. So now we have Melba leading the Risk Bastions. We have Zugler leading the Anvil. We have the Bolt of Tamings led by Cyril. And we have the Breach Shields led by Moses Moses Bulker. Okay, so each of those now has to be... We have to make sure everybody has the right equipment. These guys are set to get the steel armor. Yes, okay, but what footwear are you set to get? Just footwear. Okay. So I think we will switch up their uniforms to... Oh, it's got to be the metal taming, right? And then they need to be not just metal footwear and metal armor. They're wearing a buckler and a crossbow. And they're going to go to breastplates, chainmail. They're going to go to the full metal set, just like the other guys. And low boots, not high. Okay, and those all need to be made of steel. I don't care about the buckler, but the rest need to be made of steel. And there. 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 And there. So all of them are made done steel armor now. Tamed Steel is the new name of your new armor type. Confirm and save. We're taking both squadrons and we're assigning them to Tamed Steel. Which means I'm going to get rid of that one and that one. Okay. That's for those groups, and we need to double check that you guys have the right uniforms. Steel breastplate, steel mail, steel helm, steel gate greaves, steel gauntlets, steel high boots. Steel shield. No, hold on. Yes, just a shield. Doesn't matter what type. Individual choice melee is fine. Steel armor, but not steel high boots. Footwear, steel low boots. Okay, and switch those up. We need to wear shields and individual choice melee. Nope, let's try that again. Individual choice melee. There we go. Okay, now this is the new fire core. There we go. And confirm that. And we're going to go assign new fire core to both of those. Then we're going to get them rid of the melee core. Now, we have new armor and new gear. So, each of these crew are now going to need to, of course, get their gear updated. And then we're going to also add a bunch of people to them. But before we do, let's pop down to the smelting facilities. And let's look at our armor requirements. They're not in here. We have, how many people do we have as armorers? We'll look at those jobs after. So let's go to the orders tab and look for our military. We're just going to overhaul all this stuff, make sure it's all right. Copper bolts being forged. We have less than 500. So we are currently at more than 500 bolts. Awesome. Meals. So smelting hematite. As long as we've got hematite, more than 5, we smelt it. We make 5 pig iron bars. When we have refined coal, flux stone greater than 4. Refined coal greater than 4, and iron bars greater than 9. That's good. The reason for that is because it takes a pig iron and an iron to make a steel, which is here. Iron greater than 9, pig iron greater than 4, flux stone greater than 4, and coal greater than 4 for the alloying. Good. That's the metals to provide the steel. Lovely. Let's keep going down. We'll deal with the cloth at another time. We have steel breastplates, making 2 at a time, steel mail shirts, greaves, gauntlets, helms, shields, copper shields, steel crossbows. Okay, we're missing low boots, but I think they're down further because we changed that up, right? Steel low boots at 2. All right, so they're making 2 orders of that when steel boots is less than 20. Up here, we have the crossbows when less than 10. Copper shields when less than 10, that's fine. Helms, gauntlets, all of them set to the same. Well, gauntlets are set to 20 because of the condition. Greaves are like a pair of pants. They're not 2 halves, even though they would legitimately be 2 halves. Think like shin pads for your hockey players, but the goalie ones. Steel mail shirt and breastplate. Okay, so we've got all the Q for those to make. Now let's make sure we've got steel bars. Oh, we do have a bunch of anvils still available. Right. We gotta look into those. Bars. Why do we not have steel bars? Oh, wow. We have breastplates and stuff sitting around. We have steel sarcophagus. We have boots. Gauntlets, headgear. All this stuff is probably like in somebody's hand, but that's fine. Steel shields. Now this is stuff that is unusable here. Okay, we'll sort that out. So we do not have steel bars sitting around. It says. So that's awkward. So what conditions not adequate then for making the steel bars? Magnetite ore is also on there. Okay, so we got lots of iron. Why are we not able to make steel? Oh, we're currently have a queue to make steel bars. Is that what's going on? Somewhere. We should have a queue for... No? Okay. Well, there's iron bars there. All right, well, we'll let them continue for that. We've got it set up properly, so as long as we have... Oh, maybe we don't have the ore at all. Stones. Hematite. 1. Oh, that's unfortunate. Magnetite. We have 3. What's the other one? Lignite. We have 9. So we really don't have a lot of metal. We really got to go get some more metal, some more iron or iron-bearing ore done. So what's going on here? This is Galena. We can go ahead and do a big mining down here. We can mine for some fancy metals. I will also mine for the gems in the area. This is gold, don't need that. There is a gem there though. Tetrahedrite. Let's make that a 5 for the tetrahedrite mine. And then a 2 for our tourmaline. More gems at a 2. That's native copper. Don't really need it. Tetrahedrite's nice because it gets us silver too. Native copper gets us more of the fancy stuff. There's some hematite. And the gems. Okay, and then we're down to here. Lots of hematite down here though. Good. Which one is this? Oh, I just like bored down to go. Oh right, I went down to do a hunting for some. I believe that was. Were we hunting for marble down there? I think. Tetrahedrite. Again, that could be a low priority mine. Tetrahedrite. And we're down to here. looks like we've exhausted everything that we've come to so far. So we'll go back up to the top. That's going to get them some minerals. Definitely get some iron in there from there. Because we get the hematite in a couple spots that'll mine out quite effectively. Alright, we'll leave the native gold. That's not the priority right now. Oh, marble. Hello. I don't think we can auto marble, right? No. Probably should do some more flux stone, that's for sure. Some chunk of that would be useful. Okay, so that's going to get us... It's Galena, don't need it. And then we're into the actual fort proper. So. Now, unless we've got some really crazy... did that shift? Oh, I mined the wrong spot in this room. All these rooms. Interesting. That's Galena. These are tetrahedrite. Just fine. Well, it's different. That's fine. This is the lower room with the lower nobles. I'm okay with that. We'll figure it out. We'll sort out what we do with the top. That's must have been a mining spot. So there's nothing else in here that's going to give us a really good hit of valuable stuff right away. I'm going to go ahead and auto mine those and that. The gems, take them out of the walls before they are left for everness. Oh, these are supposed to be 2s. These are gems. Okay, so that'll help get us, aside from the gems, which we have been low on, it'll mostly help us get some more metals in the joint, which is important. Tetrahedrite doesn't need to be mined out at these levels. Cancel that. We'll probably have to do something different there. More gems there. Okay, coming back up into the fortress a little more. I don't know that there's going to be much in here of any mining priority, but we'll take those out too. And maybe let's cut these holes here, please. Oh, that is not auto. Regular, please. That's silly to leave those for forever. Okay, that's wet from upstairs. No problem there. We could take the gems out of here. For sure we can. That's got to be shifted to a 2. Amethyst cluster. Okay. More spots that have value in them. In their walls. Are there shinies in the walls anywhere? There's a shiny in the wall right there. Granite all over. Okay. Should have come through and done this a long time ago. That's okay. We'll be right back to the other job momentarily anyways, so... That's rutile. It's not a gem. It's a plain stone, actually. Some more up in the gator room. Okay. Better already. I feel better about it, getting all these shiny gems and lots of iron going. So, and then as we go up higher, it's just going to be a matter of nipping pieces off the wall when we can. But most likely we'll just leave them, because these are going to be yeah, they'll be important to the integral. Thank you. That's the word I was trying to get out of my brain. To the production here. Oh crap! Forgot all about this. Of course I did. How many times can I forget about these zones? Okay. Oops. Slight detour again. Squirrel. This thing we need to shuffle back over to here. There. Accept. Then we got to remove this batch there. This thing needs to resume. Let's put in our floor here. Quartzite blocks, please. We only have 16 quartzite blocks left. Did I not give the... Oh. I did not give the all order. Because we don't have quartzite blocks around anymore. Okay, let's build a workshop for blocks again, because I moved these into craft shops. That's what happened. That can be made of a microcline block. Good. Okay, we'll come back to that once that's built. Now, to the squads. So we have the basement down here, which we've been guarding, right? We want to get basically everything in here and then shut it down. Right? I think we've still got bad guys out there. We don't want to, this is ours, it's now locked, so everything inside that area can be taken care of. We have all of this space over here that's outside is still going to be left. We're only going to reset the inside stuff, and then we're going to leave everything closed up. And once we get those things finished down here, we'll actually lock the basement entirely. So then... yeah, we've still got dudes right outside. Oof. So then basically this is closed, this is closed. They can't get in unless there's a... This is closed down here. Unless there's a big old creature that shows up, which would be horrifying, and would destroy us right now. But it won't. It won't happen. No way. Now that I've mentioned it, there's zero chance that'll happen, right? Melville is going to be the captain of the guard instead of this guy. So we have Moses down here. And I'm going to put Melville on the top here instead. So let's change these jobs to Melville Lat. Man. Kira should make a great leader of that. But anyways, Melville. You get that lead. And you are the Risk Bastion's leader of the guard, yes? Okay, let it time for a moment. Oh, a leader has to change back. Yeah, it moved him. Melville Lat, good. Anvil is Zugler. Cyril is the Bolts leader. And Moses is still the other leader. Okay, so now captains. We have the militia commander. Oh yes, captain of the guard is different, right? Captain of the guard is the police force. Militia commander and militia captains. Good. So Melville, Cyril, Moses, and Zugler. Good. They're all in their right roles. Wonderful. Okay. Next thing is that we need to go back to our handy dandy. There we go. We need to go back to our handy dandy dwarf therapist and look to people that we can put into the military. So we basically have anybody in the military, put anybody in the military who's somewhat happy and trainable, but not currently in another heavy important role. So that's going to be a little bit awkward. I need happiness filter, please. There we go. The happiest of the happies. Or just fine. That's okay too. They're gonna, whoever it is. Oops, I was not supposed to select all those. All right. So who do we have here? We have a bookbinder. You know, that might be nice, but oops. Oh, I see what I'm doing. I'm filtering when I click that. Gotcha. Strength, ability, toughness. Yeah, none of them are spectacular. Zas, you're a glazer. Flatterer, liar, pacifier. That's hilarious. His role is leader, liar, and glazer. Do more than glazing. You are going to join the Risk Bastion. Moses is already leading the what? Oh, I need to read this. That's changed. There we go. Now it's there. Moses should be reach shield. Okay, good. And Melville should be listed as the Risk Bastion. Perfect. I know this is very small font. I'm sorry about that, but it is the way it has to be for this program. So, skills in the very happy people. Let's go to labors of the very happy people. So, who is doing what? If we look over these people and they've got like a crazy good important skill, then we will move them, we'll not put them into a squad. Otherwise, the really happy people are going to go join military and start training. Rovad is a mechanic. This Rovad is a mechanic, huh? Dancer, observer, musician, singer. See, all these people are like the ones that had lots of time off. Well, now you're gonna get to work, guys. You are a stone cutter, but barely. You're a high quality mechanic. That's what you are. Rizen, you're going to, unless you're, hold on, unless you're already assigned at something. What is this? Obsidian Crafts. Legendary Stonecrafter. You get a pass. Oops. Hey, Meng is like super happy too. Meditating. Yes, this is our Meng. Regaban. But he's not, he gets a pass too because of his skills. Sarvish. High Master Metalsmith, Furnace Operator. Okay. Sarvish, you are going to go into... Oh, Sarvish is the actual... Not a metal crafter. Aren't you the blacksmith? Maybe not. Profession. Metalsmith. Yeah. Oh, blacksmithing, not metalsmithing. Yeah, so he is off because of... also gets a pass. No problem. You, however, don't get a pass. Risk Bastion. Mintak, you are a child, so you get a pass. For sure you get a pass. Mistim Ledness, you are legendary +2 gem setter. Dang. You're a 17 gem setter. Yeah, we'll leave you at that. Crafts Dwarf. Oh, that's a child. Doomed. It's good to see some of the kids in the happy zone. You're a mechanic, but barely. You get to join the Risk Bastion as well. Alright. Let's go apply those roles. And looking back to DF itself, the Risk Bastion now has 5 members. We can start training those 5, but I think we need a full batch of 10. And we'll let the... Well, no, you know what? We're going to need 5 in each. That's what we're going to do. They're going to be heavily armored, and they're going to spend the time training, basically straight on to training full time. So Risk, or not quite, Risk Bastions here are going to be assigned to a schedule of training. So staggered monthly. Let's check what their staggered monthly schedule is. No orders. That's the stand around with keep your gear on, but don't do anything else. And we're currently in Timber. So they're going to be set to the staggered schedule, which means they will right now not be on duty. And that's fine. Then the other thing I want to do with them is to set a... Well, you're not on duty, right? So you guys are just going to go off and get your stuff. That's fine. You'll go equip yourselves. Now for the breach shields, led by the fearless Moses. Let's look at the breach shields and get him 5 people in the happy category. So Moses is actually leading this, so he's in the ecstatic, but that's fine. And Melville is leading the other guys. He's less happy. This fine person is a shearer, which means you get to join the fun. We're going to, not the Risk Bastions, but the Breach Shield for this guy. Aben is a competent singer, comedian, and all the rest. Engraver. What's your engravering skills? Almost nothing. Yeah, you're on in, friend. Join the Breach Shields. Solon is a level 20 carpenter. He's our master, our legendary grandmaster carpenter, so nope. Master gem cutter, but you're not the primary gem cutter. No, you are the primary gem cutter. Erish gets a pass. Rimtar, legendary leatherworker. Right, he's good. Thicket, you're for sure. You're our something or other. What are you? You're our armor smith? No, that's not the same Thicket. That's okay. You're an armor and a plant processor, really, and a pump operator. That's not the Thicket that is like the main armor, is he? I don't know. I don't think so. I think we got another Thicket that's armor, but he's further down the list. He's not that happy. Come on. Can't be that old in the group and actually still be that happy, unless you're Ming. Skilled pacifier, really? Okay, well, that's not gonna be when your title says fisherman, you're unlikely to get a pass on joining the military. So in you go, squad man. Into the breach shields you go. Vobok is our legendary grower, master cook, and talented brewer who's feeding the whole place forever. So he gets a forever pass as well. Gelder. Okay, so Asen is going to join this group. Gelder and Mason. You're going to also join the breach shield. I think we might have done one more. Oops. Apply those changes, please. All right. Now, what I don't want to do is mess with the labors specifically. We got one extra in there. That's fine. We can give the other guys one more too. Specifically, we don't want to give. Are you? You're a woodcutter, dancer, and other things, huh? A novice teacher. Yeah. So you're semi-competent with basic carpentry work, but what about military stats? None, huh? There's Thicket. So Thicket actually would be a decent choice, but he's a legendary metal crafter, so he stays out. Nope. Just looking for anybody in here that is decent in the military. Medtob gets the spot. So you're gonna join. Oh, wait, why can I not? Ineligible for military? Why is that? Why? Why are you ineligible for the military? Uh-oh. I feel like there's something wrong here. Why are you ineligible for the military? I don't quite understand what's going on here. Not sure. 31 years old. You're young, but that's not that young. I don't know why you would have no job and be ineligible for the military. Well, let's look up Medtob in game. So why does Medtob not show up here? Medtob, what is your name? Medtob, Axe Dwarf, socializing. Oh, you're a monster slayer. Oh, okay then. I forgot about that. We have a visitor Medtob. Okay, so that was a bad choice. Just happened to be strange collection there. Quite content would be nice. But let's find somebody else then. Butcher, blazer, stonecutter, woodcutter, Unib. You are a proficient woodcutter, dancer, and the rest. Okay, you are, where'd you go? Undam. Let's see your military situation. You have a tiny touch of discipline and nothing else, huh? Well, in you go. You join the Risk Bastion. So we got 6 of each. All right, that's a modest amount. Go and apply those changes. All right, so we have Risk Bastions and the Breach Shield. Each have 6 dudes. So that's a good start. Go ahead and make sure these guys are on their schedule now. On their flopping back and forth schedule. So you guys are going to go in to attempt to start training. You're in the 4th, so you'll get your equipment and you'll technically get training. Now, I want the training to be done suitably. Where are we going to put the training? We have a training facility up here. We might actually change that at some point, but that leaves them real close to the front gate. So I think we'll leave that zone as our primary training zone. And the Risk Bastions and the Breach Shields can both go there. They will be able to store squad level weapons like stuff like ammunition there. They're individually assigned weapons and armor here. Sure. They're allowed to assign those there. That'll work. Okay, and then I want to go down to the basement, and I want to check on other zones. I have a military zone here. I'm going to cancel that. We had one down here, but I think we long cleared it out. That's good. I don't think there are others. I don't think there were other spots that we had done any zones on. Nope, not there. Do we have any outside? Oops, do we have any outside ones? There's the archery facility there. That's fine. But you're not assigned to that, right? Make sure you guys are not at all assigned to that. We'll put the bolts and the anvils both on there. That's fine. Archery range. And then this is the melee square. Good. Okay. So those two are assigned to those zones. They're on their schedules. All right, so the anvils of taming and the bolts of taming. You guys both need to have some more crew. And to do that is going to be really, really awkward. So what I need to do is go to military, and I need to search by Mark's dwarf skills within these categories. So in the content, we have our 2 leaders. We also have this guy who is not eligible for a squad because that is our we just talked about. That's the what's he called? The dragon hunter. And then Fine List has 2 with ambusher skill. Okay. Jason, you are a woodcutter. You can join the bolts of taming, and you have an ambusher skill, so you can join. Well, if you're not set to something else, let's double check that we're not using up our high-end peoples for elsewhere. High Master Fisherman. Nope. Oh, that's the wrong person. Locum here. Beekeeper, Consoler, Ambusher. Oh, so you're going to go into the anvils. All right, so that's 2 in each. The unhappy people are not allowed in. So if you're fine or better, you can join the military. But in this case, I want those who are not currently assigned to... blue is a bunch of missing stuff, huh? Does that tell me? It does. Okay, the blue are the guys that are already assigned, I guess. So let's go down to the quite content category. Student, negotiator, swimmer. All right, you have a new skill set coming, friend. You're going to join the taming. Weaponsmith, accomplished weaponsmith. Okay, you can stay off the job. Dancer, you're not able to join. Not sure why. That's probably a child. Nope, 57-year-old something or other. Child. Oh, I clicked on the wrong group. Okay. Well, let's go back to labors, because I don't care about the rest at that point. Yes, so I can see obviously that is a child. Oh no, I did need military because that'll show their armor. Okay. Okay, see if we can find somebody. Yeah, you seem like quite the, you're a talented clothier. Okay, you get a pass. Adequate doesn't give you a pass. You can go with the anvil. Adam, engineer. You can go to the bolts. Amost, miller. You can go to the anvils. Paul, legendary stonecutter. Legendary brewer. Legendary miner. Legendary bone carver. Man, good skill set, guys. Talented potash, schemer, musician. Well, it's quite the crew that we're getting on these groups. They're a little more savory, let's say, a little more savory group. You can go as well. So we're gonna basically be retraining an entire military from the ground up. Weaponsmith, grower, miner, and weaponsmith. That's Olin. It's one of our originals. Cheesemaker, intimidator. It's like they're all the socially questionable types that are getting all the options here. Oh, I think I just put Tolan from a different group. Oops. Okay, Tolan needs to go back to whoever he was just taken out of. No, maybe not. Maybe it was afterthought. Okay, it's fine. Rith. This is very awkward to do, actually. Hey, Rith gets assigned to the anvil taming. All right, and apply all those. So now we got all these super happy folk in here, and your schedules are going to be set to monthly orders for staggered training. All right, and let's take on the anvils look, and you're going to start your final month of training first, and then you guys are going to be the bolts, and you're going to be starting training next month. Okay, so all of the crew, all the squads are going to be told they can. I'm going to station them right here for now. Bring them all into, so get them actively to move out of whatever they're doing into here. Okay? And then we'll adjust that. Now, the next thing I need to do is find all of these people. This is quite the process. We're starting a new squad. Captain of the Guard? No. New militia for no uniform. And you guys are going to have the wavy water symbol. But actually the other way around. You're going to have the wavy water symbol. And your squad name is going to be the Lovely Paddles. That's perfect. Couldn't have found a better one. The Lovely Paddles, take that off, is going to be assigned the leadership of someone else. So let's go back over here. And for the Lovely Paddles, what we're looking for is not the fine, but the unhappy people. So if I could, if this is listed by happiness, let's prioritize that to the not super ecstatic, quite content, fine, and then unhappy. All right. So the unhappy folk, that is a baby, and you are, or you're a oppressor. I was going to say there's somebody else who's very unhappy, but that's fine. What I need to do is find somebody who is possibly got some leadership skills. Do we have any other things like leadership skills? Or empathy? Empathy would be a great option. So Zotir? No, Stodir? Shigosatis. You are going to... Oh. No such luck. There we go. Let's try that again. Where are we? unhappy, you are going to be assigned the lovely paddles. Okay. Assign the lovely paddles to you. I think that might have had an issue with you not being the leader of it, eh? Did Sotir get the lovely paddles? No. So we need to make Sotir the lovely paddles. There you are. Alright. You are the new leader of the lovely paddles. You have quite the task ahead of you. It is to splash around in the pond. Yep, that's what we're going to do. So let's add a bunch more people to go splash with her. It is the pool party fun group. Let's see. Social awareness, patience, musicality, memory. None of these are going to matter. So all we're going to do is go to full labors here. And that way we'll see their crafts. You are a high master armor smith. It really doesn't matter what you guys are, actually. So what are you doing here? Your current job is to smooth walls? Well, not anymore. You are going to join the lovely paddles. Now, as long as somebody isn't like our top dog, or assigned to a specific building. I don't think you are. Lovely paddles. Lovely paddles. Legendary bone carver. Cyril is the king, isn't he? No, that's a different Cyril. You can go and join the lovely paddles as well. Sodal, High Master Soper. Alright, throw some bubbles in the pool. I like that. Skilled negotiator. You are 10 months old, so probably not available for being thrown in the water. I mean, that's terrible. Lovely paddles. And you are going to the doctor? Picking up equipment. Hunter. Yeah, you're not going to be hunting anymore. Lovely paddles. Good. Now, those 5 are 10 now are on there. Lovely paddles should have its group. There you are. Okay, so your job, lovely paddles, will be to come and station down here for the moment. Right in the water. So go hang out there for a bit. I'm not going to leave them there for too long, but that's fine. Now we got to go to the labors, and we got to look through some things. So we have 3 legendary miners. 4, 5, 6 miners in total. And basically, if you're... How do I sign this? If you're in the military, I want you out of the jobs. So how do I do that? Is that available in here? Roles. Can I set your roles? Not based on happiness. Job type. Idle. Administrator. Okay, this might work. A lot of people smoothing. No. This is not work. List them, huh? Oh, military order. Really? One has a military order? Okay, so we clearly have to read that and give it a few moments. Military orders. 1. Okay. Well, let's give them some time to run around and do their things. A bunch of new recruits. So we're going to want to make sure that this stuff gets dealt with so we don't have a bunch of people outside for much longer, because without the proper military there, it's going to be bad. So we'll go ahead and finish up any of these jobs that they're doing here. And these, if they're active, thank you. Those are active. Good. And that'll pump into there. We need to build a pump here. We basically want to focus all work on this action until we get it done, and then it's going to immediately be set to... they're going to be immediately kind of told not to be outside once this is done. These things can probably go away. now because we don't need them. We got a ton of blocks out here, so this thing can go away, and then they'll haul all that stuff too. Okay. So our military dwarves are actually going to all be told to go off duty now. So I've got you to go back to doing your stuff. Now they'll have jobs. They'll have to go pick up all their equipment. So go update all your equipment, everybody. You guys should be hanging out doing the splashing in the pool thing. So are these all members of the lovely paddles, lovely paddles, lovely paddles? Oh, such nice things. Look at all this fun, huh? Look at all these lovely paddles splashing around in here. That's great. Happy people. Happy shiny players. Lovely paddles. Breach shield. Okay. That's so good. So everybody military-wise has changed. So we'll give it, let's give it about 5 days. Where are these fights? Is this just brawling? Yeah, this is just people brawling in the fields here, in the workspaces here. Unfortunately, this work has to get done in order for us to survive this. So there's already two of them that have left the crankiness status. Possibly because of this, I don't know for sure. That seems a little quick. Waiting on steel bars. Wooden cage in linked stockpile. Oh, needs log in linked stockpile. Yes, of course. So the logs will be drawn back in now, because I've shut off this job. So everybody's going to have to haul logs back in. These walls are finished up. Good. We have any materials? So we got the pipe section there. This one has its pipe section. Good. Nothing there yet for those two. So all of what we're going to do for tomorrow is basically let this work its way out and clean out what's done here. Finish off this, clean out what's done there. Finish off this the polishing, and then let them sit. I gotta let them like kind of chill out. So all of the new military is going to do their thing. The rest of the guys, once there's no social jobs to do, will stop doing those things. So I'm gonna take a bit of time to go through in here. This is going to be way too involved to go through all of their labors and get rid of the people that are really cranky, get them off jobs, because, you know, we've got like all this crazy going on. But they've got to get off of these jobs, those who are in the excessive bad moods. So for right now, let's say the ones that we're trying to work on are the paddles, and they are all in this mode. So I'm going to say that all you guys in this mode, that's what we're going to focus on first. You know, test it on something that's viable. And even our labors for those, I wish the labors tag also had the moods, but it doesn't. So yeah, that's gonna be awkward to do. So I'm gonna end it here for today. I'm gonna go through these, and what I'm gonna look through is to have all of the people that are in this mode, this unhappiness mood, which is like the discontent, whatever, you're all gonna be shifted to lazy mode recovery. Unfortunately, those who are even angrier and those who are outraged are going to have to keep working for now because we don't have the bodies, and then the military is going on to its training cycle. So the lovely paddles is going to spend about 5 days or so just sitting and having a pool party. And whatever, you know, and once they get out of this, maybe we'll get them into the better mood, and then we'll shuffle them through to make sure, try to get all of these displeased players or members into the contented stage. So if they can get up to content, that will be a major win, which will mean we're shifting the overall effect. The really angry folk may just need to retire at some point. I may need them to entirely retire from everything, which is possible that it wrecks the fortress a little, or slows the fortress down a little of its productivity. It may waste a lot of our really high-end people. They may be too far gone. I don't know. But I know if we keep adding more to them, because it's now at 31 and it was way down at like 21 5 or 6 episodes ago, I know it's going to get worse. So if they're in the military, having to constantly go fight and see dead bodies and all that crap, it's going to wreck them. So our military dwarves are going to do less active fighting because we're going to shut down most of the outside stuff. We've got a water source. Once that pond comes in, we'll be able to use it for like washing and that sort of stuff. And we'll just be able to close up the gate at some point. So that's the focus, that's the plan, and there is a lot of actual work to get done, which of course was not done today. There was just a lot of shuffling of nonsense, but you know, that's how we have to do this. Hopefully it's going to turn positive for us once we start doing it this way. Just realized that this stuff is still not done. I never did do that cleanup, so we'll go do that now. Anyways, thanks everybody for joining me. Have yourselves a great rest of the day. See you in game.